Hey, welcome back. This is Shah. I just got done spending 8 days in Cairo, Egypt. Today's my last day. I'm filming from my balcony, and I thought I'd put together a vlog for you guys just because it's been a while. I'm still going to be gone for another 10 days or so. I'll be in Istanbul, Turkey. So, taking a flight tonight. It's only like a 2-hour flight, which is pretty cool. I got to do a lot of cool things in Cairo. I've always wanted to see the pyramids since I was a kid, so I did that on like the second day. Seeing them up close in person was pretty insane. They're just gigantic. Each stone is like huge. It's in the middle of the desert. It's like a giant sandbox, but the pyramids and the Sphinx are there, which was fun. Then I went to a couple of the big museums, like the more famous ones, and I got to see I saw King Tut's golden funerary mask, I saw his golden dagger, and I saw his like huge golden sarcophagus, which was really cool. And just all these little like neat just artifacts from back then, so I spent a good while just taking my time looking at all that stuff. The next day I went to the other museum, which houses the mummies, which was really cool. There's not as much stuff in there, but the mummy exhibit is something worth checking out. And all the mummies are of like the ancient Egyptian royalty. So you had like Ramesses, Amenhotep, Queen Taye, and it's just crazy, like looking at them right in front of your face. Some of them still have hair, but that was fun. And other than that, I went to check out the Islamic history. There's a lot of very famous mosques here that I went to go see and did prayers at, which I really enjoyed doing. Beautiful architecture, and a lot of them have stained glass in it because they were influenced from sort of the Gothic period in Europe. So you see a lot of the stained glass inlaid in the buildings, and it was just cool to look at. Other than that, I ate really good, had some amazing lamb. Went to a nice restaurant on the Nile, got to see the boats pass by and things like that, which was really cool. Cairo is a very interesting city. I didn't leave Cairo because Cairo has so much to do. Even in the 8 days I was here, there was just something to do every day. I visited the El Azhar Park, which was kind of funny. I was there with my driver, and some woman said something to him in Arabic, and then he started laughing. And basically she asked him, like, hey, where's this guy from? Because she probably saw me with the camera. And then he's like, Pakistan. I tell everybody I'm from Pakistan, just depending on where I'm at and how I feel. And he's laughing. Later on, he was like, oh, she said she wanted to marry you. But it was kind of funny. There were a lot of, like, young couples over there. And I asked him about it. I was just like, oh, this seems like a place where a lot of young couples come. He was like, yeah, they come here so they don't get in trouble at school, because if you're caught fooling around, you probably get in trouble. You know what I mean? Because it's very conservative in that way. Other than that, life here is very interesting. I liked driving around and just kind of going through traffic. It's very hustle and bustle. It's very busy. I live in the United States, so we take a lot of things for granted. And, you know, like my first real out of the West trip was in Pakistan, and life can be very tough there. Electrical blackouts, gas blackouts, and just things like that. It's not easy to source things, and, you know, sanitation is tough. The air is very polluted. But Egypt was a lot better than that. The air is a lot better. There was the trash. Cairo is a pretty clean city. You know, I didn't see trash in places. And I was very happy about that. I was very impressed to see that. It is very hot here, even in October. It's like 95. Today is going to be 92. And it gets a little humid. I mean, you are in the desert, you know. But it wasn't that bad. I mean, in the summer, I could imagine it must be terrible. But going to the pyramids, you know, basically throughout the day, if I go out through the daytime, I can only handle like a few hours before I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go home and chill in some AC and then go back out for dinner later. So life here is interesting. I think the people are very warm and friendly. I had a pretty good time. depending on the big tourist places, if you go to, you're going to get people that are trying to heckle you for money and kind of bother you a little bit. But, you know, if you just tell them no thanks, la shukran, just a few times, then eventually they'll stop bothering you. In Pakistan, you will get hounded. You will get hounded. But there are certain places here where you want to be careful not to, you know, give out money in the wrong place, because, you know, a lot of people will start coming and trying to get some. So there's also a lot of cats, just cats and dogs just running around. But not so much that it's like a problem or anything like that. They seem to manage. They sleep in the day. In the daytime, they're sleeping. At nighttime and in the morning, you can hear cats like having territory battles outside your window, which I thought was interesting. Very different than how the U.S. would be when it comes to animal culture. But, you know, cats have been here probably for 5,000 years in this city, or however long Cairo's been around. So it's nothing new. Other than that, I'm going to be leaving today, going to Istanbul. Going to land there at midnight. Or actually, land there at like 2:30 in the morning, leaving at midnight. And I'll be in Istanbul for 10 days. So when I get back, we'll do some streams. I got some funny stuff lined up, some videos I found that should make for good reaction material. But other than that, it's been pretty cool out here. Very grateful I came to Cairo. It's a magical city. There are just some cities in the world that have a lot of character to them. You know, like New York City is like that. They say Paris is like that. Cairo is one of those cities. It has a very special character. It's alive. It's awake at nighttime. You know, driving through it is fun. It's just a very special and unique place. So if you've ever wanted to come to Cairo, there's a lot to see. If you like ancient Egyptian history, if you like more recent Egyptian history, Islamic history, it's all here. I also like the money. Every note on one side, it has like ancient Egyptian stuff, and then on the other side, it has Islamic stuff. So here's like, you can see there's like ancient Egyptian. It's in English on this side. And then on this side, it's written in Arabic with, you know, some kind of Islamic masjid there, or building, whatever it is. And it's just cool. I like that the people respect their ancient heritage as much as they do the Islamic one. You know, the people remember, and they seem to take pride in that. When I was seeing the mummies of the pharaohs, I like that the guards kept telling everybody to stop talking and keep it down, you know, because that's their resting place. Some of the tourists were a little bit rude, and it pleased me that they were shushing them down, because it annoys me. I recently found out that I think I'm actually an introvert. I always told myself I was extroverted. And then I was talking to someone, and they're like, wait a minute, if this and this is true about you, then you're definitely an introvert. And now I feel like I'm having an identity crisis. And I do find that being around a lot of people, or even some people for an amount of time, really drains me. And I'm like, maybe I've been an introvert this whole time, lying to myself. But anyways, that's another topic. So hopefully I'll make another video for you guys from Istanbul. I wanted to record this today because I have this app on my phone, and we'll see if I can edit this on the plane and then post it later. But if you guys made it this far, thanks for checking it out. And hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys soon, and we'll do a live stream the Saturday I get back, which should be, I'll be back on the 22nd, so the Saturday after that. But take it easy, guys.